Hello there, this is my review of the LEGO Star Wars set 75401, Ahsoka's Jedi Interceptor. This set comes with 290 pieces, 3 minifigures, and has a retail price of £40 or $45. This is what the back of the box looks like, just in case anyone was wondering, and with that said, let's get into the minifigures. There are 3 minifigures in this set, being Ahsoka, R7A7, and Anakin, and before I talk about any of them, I want to talk about what's missing. There should have been at least 1 or 2 buzz droids in this set, since they are in the scene with this ship and they would have been very nice to have included. Getting into what's actually included, let's start with Ahsoka. The leg printing is very good, but these aren't just normal legs, they're mid-legs, which creates a height difference between her and Anakin, but also still allows movement, which the short legs don't allow. Ahsoka has a very accurate torso print, and the same can be said about the back print, they're both really good. She also has 2 very good face prints, and while she may not have pupils, I don't think this is the worst omission like on the Darth Maul. Finally, the head tails look really good, the mould is quite nice and the printing looks really good on them. Overall the figure is quite nice, but it could have had arm printing, that was kind of needed and I forgot to talk about that. The next minifigure I want to talk about is R7A7, and starting off with the legs, I really wish these were dual moulded to show the white strip in the middle, and the bottom bit should also be white too. The printing at the front is very good, but not including a back print is really annoying. The head printing all around looks really nice, apart from yet again these swirly things that just really annoy me, and I know what they're meant to be, but they just don't really look very nice at all. I think that R7A7 does have a lot of good aspects, but also lacks a lot of aspects as well. The final minifigure I need to talk about is Anakin Skywalker. His leg printing looks really good, and I feel the same way about his torso print and his back print, nothing wrong with them at all. Both face prints look really good in my opinion, and his hairpiece is a perfect choice and looks very similar to his hair in universe. My only problem with this minifigure is that his right arm should be printed to show a part of his metal hand, but apart from that he's an excellent figure. Now that I'm finally done with the minifigures, let's actually talk about the build. First off, the wings are amazing, they look really good and all the brick built details are really accurate. My only problem is that these stickers near the cockpit should have a green outline at the top, but otherwise it's fine. I think these grey bits are canonically the cannons, but no matter what they look really good, and on the ship's left wing is a place to sit R7A7 and he slots in fine and he looks quite nice in there. On each side of the wing are some S-foils that open and close. It can be tedious to get them to open to the right angle, but when you do it looks really nice, and as you can see I'm just trying to get this perfect here and there. I think that's it and it just looks really nice like that. The stickers on the outside of the S-foils look very nice, and so do the inside stickers. I actually kind of wasn't expecting this because on previous ones I hadn't done this, but it's a really nice inclusion to have, and the brick built detail also looks very good and is very accurate. Finally, we get to the cockpit, which is where all the issues are in my opinion. The windshield is too dark and translucent, which is inaccurate, and also the colour of it should be like a clearish grey, not this dark translucent bluey purpley colour anyways, so I don't know why they even picked it. Also, the white printing on this is horrendous. It is so faded and looks nothing like the white of the bricks, which just makes it look really awkward. To access the cockpit, all you have to do is just lift up the windshield like this, but this is technically inaccurate as the circular bit should stay at the bottom and not lift up with the rest as the rest lifts up. Also, the Technic piece is used to open up the cockpit wear over time, meaning that let's say you're flying this upside down, the cockpit can open, which is quite annoying. The actual interior itself is very nice with a seat for Ahsoka, and she can actually sit up quite straight and still have the cockpit fully closed, and that is a problem that a lot of other sets have nowadays. Also, the control panel looks really nice, but it still should have been printed. The engines at the back look very nice, and underneath these are some spring-loaded shooters that are kind of blocked off by the engines, but you can still shoot them off just fine by pushing down on them like this. It took me a few minutes to find those bolts blow away. On the underside of the Jedi Interceptor are 2 clips to hold Ahsoka's lightsabers, which is some nice storage. There is no landing gear, which while inaccurate it would be hard to integrate, and the ship is already stable when placed on a table. That rhymed, so it's not a horrible omission. This build is really sturdy. I can basically hold the ship from pretty much anywhere and it won't break, so it should be fine while flying around. Also, if you fly upside down and hold the windshield shut, it won't open up the cockpit, which is probably the way to solve that without having to mod the set. Overall, I think this is an okay set. The minifigures are nice but just needed some arm printing here and there, and also a buzz droid or 2 were really needed. The build, however, while the wings look good, are kind of limited by how bad the cockpit area is, and for £40 or $45, this is way overpriced. In my eyes, this is a £30 or $35 set, which is why I have to give this set a 6 out of 10 as a whole. If you didn't know, this set is retiring on July 31st, and I think that if you don't have it, you should probably get it for the figs as well as a somewhat decent build, but definitely get this on a sale, and don't buy this full price, please don't. Anyways, that's it for today's video. I hope you found this review useful, and thanks for watching.